responsibility of the producer and do not reflect those of Malden Access Television, the City of Malden, or Comcast. MATV welcomes your comments. Call us at 781-321-6400 or email us at access@matv.org.
Welcome all sports fans to another edition of the MNBL. I am your sick host, the Dudson, Nestor Dudley, along with Andy Robinson, representing the Lakers behind the cameras. The first game is the fourth place Kings 4-2 up against yet to see their first victory Sixer. And Sixer head coach Clifford James Williams is not in the house. So if Mike Liquado comes home with the W, Clifford James may be fired.
Fired?
Fired.
Not it.
Where's Quest when you need him? Unfortunately for the Malden sports fans, though, you being sick means I'm going to have to talk more.
Go ahead, Sean.
And that could make in turn the fans sick.
Exactly.
What up, Danny?
It's going to make me sick.
It's all right, Sean. Square up. All you. That's your shot.
No break. I think you're better off not having that camera between the tripods. That's why I pulled it out. That's what we had last week.
Oh, okay.
It was easier.
So move the TV back over there. When we get during halftime, I'll adjust it again. Cause it's
The enjoying the cable cast booth by Joe Armstrong of the Lakers. What's up, everybody?
Nestor, where do you want me to put the TV?
Huh?
Where do you want me to put the TV?
The TV should be over to the side the way I had it before. So in other words, not under the tripod. Well, you can't worry about that now. You got to get the action.
Hey, Joe, come over here and move the TV for me.
They need your help down there. We have our brand new table for the MNBL to set the tripods and the monitors on so we can tape these games to show you for your viewing pleasure at home. LaFosse in the paint. LaFosse has been...
Yeah.
LaFosse has been improving his game in the paint.
Now, what am I doing to the camera to make it not lopsided?
Don't even worry about that right now.
Okay.
He's way out of his range. Sean is Safety across court to Suter.
Swing. No.
Middle with a fake.
One more dribble.
Tripped up and he was walking off the wall.
8 fouls number 20.
That's the
Hey, Nestor, how heavily favored are these Kings over the Sixers?
Go ahead, Sean.
was open at the break.
Favorite by 6.
He's the one that broke
By
the
6?
Takes him down, takes him down. There you go.
LaFosse with the cleanup. He should have kicked it to the left. He should have kicked it to the left. He had Deshaun Vaughn, but LaFosse was there with the cleanup.
Demir passes it to Sean McFeely. Passes it back to Demir. As soon as wide open, fakes it, drives it. Gives it to Miles. Sean looks like he's open for the layup. Travel. It appeared to be a travel, but refs did not see that, so we got the 2 points.
And assistant coach Glenn Higgins is yelling for a travel. Did you
Blatantly
see,
a travel.
Did you see a travel?
I saw a travel.
I saw a travel. It's unanimous. The cable cast booth saw a travel.
Nice pass from Demir, but Richie was trapped, and that was a jump ball.
I feel like I'm in vertigo. Are we going to be joined by Brad Worth in the second game?
Yes.
Richie won
Just isn't the
the
same without
jump,
Brad Worth.
but Saminsky Cadet couldn't get his hands on the ball and it went out of bounds. So now it's Sixers ball. The ball stolen by Suda. He's driving. He fell. Looks like he got tripped up. Sean playing smart. Passes to Caleb Foster. They score. He gets the 2 points.
Out of all that ugliness, they came away with 2 pretty points.
That was a bunch of ugly.
Let us do some talking too, Joe.
If you want to talk, then speak up. Stop being so mute.
We can't when you're talking. It drowns out the audio when 2 people talk at once.
Good job, Rich.
Richie Rogers cleans up and gets the hoop in the arm. Now, the Kings coming into this game are 4-2. Am I correct?
4-2. Yep.
And the Sixers are 0-6.
Yep.
Go ahead. Get up. Get up.
Will 7 be the lucky number for the Sixers?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. But to the best of my knowledge, this is the first time that Mike Riquato has ever had to captain the ship by himself. We'll see if he uses his timeouts. We'll see if he's drawing up plays. Right now, he's awfully quiet.
Who was the Sixers coach last year? I know it was the guy who coaches on the LA Dodgers.
It was Mac Singleton.
Mac, that's right.
Big Mac attack Singleton.
Where is he this year? Back in LA?
Anywhere but here. He was one and
training.
done. One and done.
Well, spring training doesn't start for another 38 days or something. 30 days now.
Actually, it starts in like 2 weeks.
You're probably right, because it's February.
Yeah.
This time's going by too quickly, man. I'm getting old.
Time flies by once you're out of school.
I hear you. I hate to use the Madonna song as a reference, but time really did go by slowly when I was in school.
It's going to go by slowly, too, if you don't keep up with the action at the game. Fun.
Richie's driving. He's driving.
Richie needs to look up.
He took a bunch of steps.
Tracy, how many steps is that? Audrey, how many steps is that?
Just 3.
Donna, you get that? How many steps is that? Oh, that was just funny.
He didn't even look up. Oh. Did LaFosse just blow another bunny?
Foul, smack us with the flesh. High five.
He blows the shorter one and makes the tougher one.
I just don't get it.
Neither do I. Sixers are playing actually pretty well. This is some of the best basketball you see the Sixers play this year.
Better right now than the Kings are playing right now, but that might change. It might not change.
Now, I know for a fact Cliff Williams wasn't at practice on Thursday. Maybe Mike did something different.
Cliff Williams was not at practice Thursday?
No, he wasn't.
He was not. He was not.
So maybe Maquato did something different because he's got this team playing well together. Oh.
I don't get it why
I spoke too soon.
that Cliff's not here and the Sixers are doing well, but when Cliff's here, they don't do well. Cliff is a very, very good coach, and I don't understand why they're not doing better than the others season.
Cliff Williams does know his basketball, but you know what? These players think that they know more than the coaches. They don't want to listen to the coaches. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's like these players think that their own coaches is going to tell them something that it's not going to be in the team's best interest. Like their coach is going to go out there and tell them something to lose the game. I don't understand that.
Yeah. Kids these days. They think they know much, but they really don't.
It's coming.
They're too stubborn.
Oh.
I admit, because I was stubborn at once, but now I'm listening.
He was stubborn, but you know, sometimes it's just a poor mix. But sometimes players should not be on certain teams, or should not play for certain coaches. It has happened.
And with Joe Armstrong, he should not have been a Magic player.
I shouldn't have.
Joe Armstrong and Magic, they just never clicked. For whatever reason, no matter whose fault it was, it just didn't happen.
Because I'll tell you what, the steal of the season right now is the Lakers trading for Joe Armstrong, because Joe Armstrong's having 7 and 7. That's 7 rebounds, 7 points a game.
I think I'm averaging like 10 rebounds, 12 rebounds.
And he's the spark plug of the Lakers.
Yes, I am.
The Lakers would have, not knocking my team, but yes, we are. But we got to on a tangent. I don't know how we got
talking
to this
about
tangent.
Cliff.
Oh, we were talking about Cliff. That's
And
right.
then it just.
Coach Higgins is not in the broadcast booth, so you can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
But as I was saying,
Gene Basher with a shot and he misses. Matt Merrill gets a rebound.
Horrible shot off 1 foot.
the Lakers would not be 5-1 if not for Joe Armstrong.
Along with the other 11 guys.
Well, but there were some points in the game where Joe needed to step up, and he provided the spark plug and stepped up.
And speaking of stepping up, Matt Emanuel
Just stepped up and made a
with
shot.
a nice little jumper to put the Sixers up by 5, 13 to 8.
Oh.
So who didn't get the harm? But
Richie Rogers got big down low.
Kenny, you don't have a... Kenny.
Oh, he went for the steal.
He's going to take all 3
He
of
left
these.
him wide open. Oh.
Now that was excellent positioning by Staminsky, Space Cadet. He put him right on his back, boxed him out. That's how you have defensive position. Let's go find the custodian. Good luck doing it.
And there's a foul. Stupid foul. It's either Richie Rogers or... I was going to say, it's either Staminsky or Rogers. I think I got it pretty straightened out. So we're down to 45 ticks here in this first period of play. And we got a 3-point lead. Sixers better than the Kings. Oh. Ill-advised pass. Wide
He's
open.
going to take all 3 of these.
Roger Hickey.
Fouls on the Sixers number 3, shot 1. His first personal, 7 for the team.
Come on, Roger, easy.
1 and 1 for the team.
Come on, right to
Richie Rogers can't seem to keep the ball in his hand.
He traveled.
Can't get a good grip of it.
How many steps was that?
He got pushed, that's why he traveled.
That was that 1-2 step.
No, we didn't see him falling down.
Oh, nice play. And at the end of the first period, 12-13, Sixers won better than the Kings. How'd you like that first quarter, Nestor?
I like that first quarter. I like that first quarter very a lot. Very much.
The Sixers are showing something they haven't shown all year. They're showing a lot of heart out there.
The Sixers can play with any team down here. I know that they have yet to taste their first victory, but they can hang with any team down here.
They hung with the Lakers.
And that team right now is in first place.
As I said, the Lakers are in first place, and they hung with the Lakers, so.
You know, I think this last transition down here when Vaughn got the pass down low and he stopped short to take the outside shot, what he should have did, he should have drove it in, and maybe Richie Rogers would have committed the foul on him. He would have had a better chance of going in and lay it up off the glass. Sometimes, well, most times you should challenge a shot blocker, because a shot blocker is not going to cleanly block your shot every single time. Going to foul you. He is going to foul you. So that would have been nice with a few seconds to go at the end of the first 10 to get a foul on Richie Rogers. I don't know how many he has, if he has any. That would have been nice.
Why don't these short players like to drive in when they have the open lane?
They think that it's a shame to get your shot blocked.
Richie Rogers just scored again.
That seems to be Richie Rogers' shot all day.
It is.
If that ball, he just puts it right off the backboard as he's going out of bounds. Imagine making it a three-pointer.
Oh, I was going to say the Kings, the Sixers are supposed to get into a press. Only 2 of them did it.
Richie Rogers ties the game up.
So far this game, Richie Rogers is a go-to guy. Suda, I haven't seen much of
I
Suda
think
so
Rogers
far.
has
It's
8
been
points.
Richie Rogers.
They got him for steps.
Ow.
They got him for steps. No Suda has been quiet thus far.
I think Rogers has like 9 or...
Rogers has about 10 or 11 points.
Yeah. Travel call on Matt Manuel. They got into it. What is it, the 5 on the dice 5?
Back to the middle, Rick. There you go. There it is, Joe. Oh, stand up.
Now that press broke down as Matt Emanuel did not come over here and step on that baseline. Matt Emanuel let him drive right through, and that broke down that press. Had he came over and cut off that side baseline, the rest of that would not have happened.
That's true.
True that.
There you go. All right, Brian, hands up the hips. Be ready for that. That was your ball.
Matt Emanuel.
For a big man, Matt Emanuel has good dribble. For a big man, he's all right.
So much for no three. Go, go.
And, oh, he got him for the body. Sixers call a timeout.
Seven minutes and 30 seconds left to go to the half. Kings 1 point better than the Sixers, 17 to 16.
And it's not a packed house. Unusual, actually not so unusual for an early Saturday
I
game.
can tell you right now, by the third game, it's going to be
gonna
packed
be
house.
packed for the
It's going to be
third
the game of the week, I can tell you right now.
I wouldn't go that far, but I think there's
I
going to be
will
some
go
fans
that far.
here.
As the Lakers, we got to prove that we're just past the hype and that we are good. We can defend the championship.
Well, I think the Lakers have already proved
But we have to prove first the Hawks.
by far that it wasn't just one person last year.
But still,
They're in first place.
it's the
They've
fact-
lost 2 games in 2 years so far.
It's the fact that we're versus the Hawks, if we beat them, then we're just saying that we're not a fluke. We're the real deal.
The Hawks are actually angry because they lost to the Sonics.
They took a double dip last weekend, a double dip.
They lost
got
2
swept.
in a row.
They got swept. They got swept. They went from first place undefeated to third place.
The Bullets wasn't as surprising beating them, but the Sonics was a huge shock.
No, you weren't set. You weren't set.
Sonics are on a 3-game win streak, am I right?
Take another second, Danny.
I believe so, yes. I haven't done my stats this week.
They lost their first 3.
Because illness has prevented me on doing so.
Thank you. A small man actually drove in.
Now they're supposed to get in their press of their own, but they didn't. They blew that one.
They're doing what they want on their own. And McQuarrie is taking the press off. Or that, or they just didn't get in it.
Smart pass in 2 hands. Good fake. Bad pass.
Nice save.
Going for the touchdown. That looked like volleyball rather than basketball, but Sixers ball.
Oh, he had him up. If he would have taken that up strong, that would have been a hard.
And we were talking about that. He went up against 2 shot blockers.
A small man just drove to the lane.
Against 2 shot blockers. Now let's call it for real. The luck of the Irishman was on his side, but he still did. He did the and one. Horton committed the foul. He has a chance for a 3-point play, which is more realistic than shooting beyond the arc, where
Exactly.
everything is 3.
He's doing the old-fashioned 3-point play, the traditional 3-point play. But what you gotta like about that more is, even if it wasn't the luck of the Irish, the ball going in, he still drew a foul.
He drew a foul.
He got to the line.
Foul and came away with 2 points.
Good shot. Follow it. How to beat Stavinsky. How to beat.
Dominski Cadet is in playing pretty well today. Getting those rebounds, get his free throws.
You know, Mike McQuarrie is sitting there just shaking his head. Maybe Andy, maybe we can get a shot of Mike McQuarrie sitting in the bench.
Definitely.
He was just shaking his head. He's sitting there shaking his head. He's not saying anything. He's not, no timeouts, no instructions on the bench. Nothing. Shaking his head. Who's he shaking his head for? At least tell the team why he's shaking his head. Some type of communication is needed. Double bonus. The shooting 2.
Oh, Lord.
Double bonus. That means the Sixers are one hacking team.
I got somebody's head in the way.
Where it's going to kill the Sixers right there, double bonus.
No, his head was in the way. It's cool, it's cool. I got no problem.
Violation shooting.
There was 2 shots though. What are they doing?
Violation shooting. I don't know. I'm not the men in black, white striped shirt, but at least the Kings were in that press.
It was double bonus before. I got you. I'm confused. They're confusing me as usual. Oh. He drove hard. Again, he's doing a short man playing basketball.
Yo, he got mad hot. He got mad hot.
I got no doubt. I got nothing but love for Leonard, man.
That brings Chris Rogers to his feet. He's disgusted.
That's 5 straight points for Leonard. That's a violation on the Kings. It's a violation.
The right person to put him on the free throw line, because as I noticed from the stats, he's
that,
in
that was
the top
just a
10.
violation, right?
Top
They
10
were
worst
moving
free
while the
throw-
ball was
free
already
throw
the free throw shooter.
They didn't notice that. I was looking down.
They were
listening to Joe Armstrong.
They were switching positions.
Same team.
What about Joe Armstrong?
He was listening to Joe Armstrong. Listening to what you were saying.
Yeah, he's one of the top 10 worst free throw shooters.
Oh.
Beanie, Master, that was your first mistake. Listen to Joe Armstrong. Beanie never listens to Joe Armstrong. Why are you going to listen to Joe Armstrong?
Actually, Beanie did listen to Joe Armstrong. When Joe Armstrong said, Beanie, can you trade for me? Beanie listened.
That's the only time he's ever listened to Joe Armstrong.
Not the only time, but he did listen.
Hey, Andy.
And I got you, Nesta, his best friend.
Hey, Andy, I
Listen to
got some
Armstrong.
advice to you. How about you just pay attention to the cameras? I'm talking.
I got the game all handled, man.
He's about to get a mic thrown at you.
See, because Nesta listens to me.
But he listens to me.
Just giving you a hard time, Joe.
I know.
Got nothing but love.
I know.
And the Sixers retake the lead. When's the last time they had the lead?
Beginning of the game. Well, yeah.
And they're on a 7-0 run right now.
That was a bad shot. He didn't even set his feet. He
just threw that up.
Threw it up. That was a bad shot. Oh, Jameer. He made that. He got big.
Look at the small man hustling to the ball. Oh, nice pass. But you've got to use the backboard.
Again, Richie off the backboard.
That's been Richie's shot all game. He has to have at least 15 points today. Oh, McQuaddle would have turned out, gotten up and just puked, I think. That would have been another turnover for them.
Rogers is a big part of the Kings keeping in this game today.
Rogers.
See? You got he's good at drawing the fouls.
What is Rogers? Oh, you don't have the stats. Let's ask you what's Rogers from the line.
I don't have any stats on me.
Well, hopefully. Thank you, Glenn.
I believe the stats are right next to Joe Young.
You would have just made Brad Woodbenton proud.
And he hasn't. He came prepared.
Like I said, Brad would be proud.
Come on, let's get the ball.
Richie Rogers' free throw percentage is 44.4%. I believe that's the bottom of the worst 10.
And that is what we were just told. Suter finally gets a shot, but didn't make it.
Mike McQuaddle stands up and calls a timeout.
Player was calling it too. Heads up, play. McQuaddle has to be happy with what he's seeing today.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy on that boy.
Lord have mercy.
He's stubborn, and he's dumb.
Don't even acknowledge him.
As I said, Gene Bastion is the worst free throw shooter. So back to the game, as I was talking about free throw shooters.
Are the Sixers pressing again?
Suter's driving up the ball, give the Gene. Brett Plowman is taking the shot, and he drains the three. He drains that three.
Oh,
he took it where
he took a stutter step.
Everything is three, and got them.
Right back.
We got 1:30 left in this first half. 2-point betters, the Kings are.
Man with the shot in.
Thank you.
Oh, Demir.
Coach Higgins told Demir
Safier.
Safier.
To follow shot, which I never really see him do it. But as soon as he said that, he followed the shot, he got the ball, but he lost it.
If we're going to talk about following their own shot, Joe, you don't either.
Well,
Kings calling a timeout.
Let me see your hand.
I broke it.
Oh, you broke that finger right there.
Now, Andy, to say what comment about what you just said about me.
So you call me.
I don't have your number. I don't know your number off. Like I only have it on my phone now.
Well, put it in your cell phone.
I don't have my cell phone with me.
And yet, you said I don't follow my shots. Well, that's because I don't take shots. I put up the backboard. If I miss, I make it.
Yes.
I'm numb. I don't feel it.
You'll
And
feel
you try
it
to tell me
during the
follow
game.
my shot. How many shots you ever taken in this career?
You may have broken a couple knuckles.
Kings are up by 2 with a
And that
minute left.
just shows the
left in the half.
LLTism of the Lakers.
Get in.
Yeah, just didn't get the friendly roll for him.
Take it inside. It's foul.
That was one of the worst shots I've seen all game.
1st and 10.
Travel, he rolled over on his back.
Take it inside.
It's a good travel call. He rolled over onto his back after he had possession.
Bring it back. Shoot it.
Suda with the 3, and he
Super.
and I believe those were first points of the game.
Joe Armstrong, can you tell me something? Why with your right mind would you leave Danny Suter wide open for 3?
He must be dumb. I don't know.
Dumb isn't quite the word.
Gene Bastion is going
Bastion
to the
is
line where everything is free.
Bastion is lucky Emmanuel just bailed him out because he was heading
six-
himself into a perfect
Six is
trap.
lucky because he's the worst free throw shooter in the league.
Who, Bastion?
Yes.
Come on, G.
The point proven. Coach Hagan is praying that he just makes at least 1.
And his prayers were not
And
answered.
prayers won't answer.
Oh. And what happened there is they tried to hurry it up when they had plenty of time on the clock. But it is 29-26, 5 seconds left. It will count.
No good if it goes.
Oh.
Last couple of seconds have been ugly basketball. Other than that, it's been pretty good basketball. Close game. This game, however, has been a 6er game. The Kings should be up way more, at very least 6 points. They should be up consistently by 6 points against this 6er team. But when you play down to the level of the opposition team, more often than not, you will lose that ball game.
That's true. And the fact that Suda is having a quiet game so far contributes to the Kings not doing so well.
Well, Suter may be having a quiet game, but that's
Richie
because
Rogers.
they're going into the middle so much, and Richie is just killing them down low. If they stop Richie, I think in the second half the Sixers will have a chance. But they've got to stop Richie Rogers.
But if they stop Richie Rogers, they have Suda, and Suda is gonna. I believe Suda is gonna light it up the second half.
29-26 Kings, see you at the half.
My Skittles.
Okay, back at the half, and I was privileged to be in the Kings huddle during the halftime, and I had to get out of there because my ears could not take it. Oh, they were hollering, fussing, and a whole heap of cussing. I had to get out of that.
So you obviously weren't that privileged.
Emmanuel.
Oh.
He came down with a good rebound and then just threw it away. Suda on the other end.
Richie Rogers cleans up.
They got him for traveling. They called for traveling. Glenn Higgins is about to lose it.
Good call.
He's about to lose it.
That is a good call.
He's a ticking time bomb that can explode at any time.
He was out of
like you're
control
better.
down there.
Oh,
And he took
as soon as I
steps.
said that, he starts coughing. I checked the stats
Yes.
at the halftime, and Richie
need-
Rogers has 14 of the Kings' points.
Really?
Yes. He has 6 shots. He has 2 free throws.
Can you answer me something?
What's that?
When will Kenny LaFosse learn to use the backboard?
When he graduates.
When Joe Armstrong hits a 3-pointer.
And PC Paul Conrad is in the house.
PC.
The Pistons and the Sonics will be playing the next game.
The
And the
Pistons.
Pistons and the Sonics will also be playing each other tomorrow on the non-cable
Doesn't that
cast
make
game.
you happy?
The Pistons
Playing
won.
2 straight days.
The Kings will lose.
Hey, we have the
The
Hawks
Pistons
2
move
straight
up
Saturdays,
to
so we
5th
feel
place.
you.
And if the Kings will slip up again, we tied for 4th.
And the Pistons can have opportunity to handle the business against the Sonics, both today and tomorrow.
See, I don't understand why.
That has
Pistons-
never happened.
The
Thank you.
Pistons should be Pistons have a pretty good team from last year compared to last year. Somewhat better, and they're just not progressing. I don't understand.
It all starts with the ball distribution. In the beginning, Leo Rodriguez was not distributing the ball.
Yes.
They were coming home with L's. Now he's giving up the ball. He's giving it to Steele.
Yep.
He's giving it to Barry. And they're putting together a couple of wins.
What's their record?
That's true.
Their record is, what is it, 2?
2 and 5, 2 and 4.
2 and 4.
When did they win their
Not
second
bad,
game?
you know.
Wow, I didn't know they were 2 and 4. Who did they beat besides the oh, they beat the Celtics and the Sixers.
Celtics and the Sixers. But you know what? If you hope to climb into madness contention, you got to beat the teams that are under you.
That's true. And the Celtics have to be the biggest surprise this year. What are they? Are they 1 and 5 or 2 and 4?
They're 1 and 5, and as I stated the whole season, since I left the Celtics organization, the Celtics camp, you know, they missed me and they just not progressing.
Well, I
no
was.
rebounds.
Well, when you left the organization, a certain amount of charisma did leave that organization with you.
A show did. Now everyone's following in my footsteps. Alex Serto said he wants to be traded. Bobby Skate said he wants to be traded. Like
They're not
everyone
gonna
wants to
get
be
traded.
me now.
Magic
But-
only trades you because you were a headache to him.
And I tell them they're not going to trade you because they need you.
If you hadn't been flipping out, Magic would never have traded you.
I was just like, I told them straight up, I don't want to practice. I don't want to play for you. Trade me to a team that has contention to win, because I had a feeling that they weren't going to win. I had that hunch.
You predicted the Lakers were going to be a good team before the season started?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did. And look at
I believe you.
That was nice pass. Nice pass right there.
And the Kings retake the lead. It's 31-30.
they made it safe here. This year has he's manned up and he's been driving it more. They're missing more shots, man. It looks like a circus out there.
Look at Matty Manuel.
Oh Lord.
Matty Manuel working, doing work. Doing
And he
work.
finally gets a foul.
You saw I was just talking to Matty. You saw me talking to Matty Manuel.
I saw you talking about Emmanuel.
This is what you
He's
gotta
stepping
do.
up.
I said you gotta get work down the middle. Forget about those threes. As big as you are, you gotta use that big body. You have to help LaFosse down low. If you want to win this game, you'll do what I'm telling you to do. Damn, he's listening to me. I should coach in this league.
Yes. When I just seen all those mid shots sound like a circus, I just felt like playing the music. Do, 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 do.
We should have that. So you just play it at certain times here.
I'm gonna demand something. All the tapes, we should just have MNBL 2006 blooper reel. You see all the bloopers,
We should
all
have
the
that
missed shots, all the funny stuff. We just have that. I
too.
tell you,
Oh,
I'll be the
and
first to buy that tape.
LaFosse
Animal Fosse.
puts them back up
Put it
by
up.
one.
For easy two. Five minutes left in the third quarter. Sixers have taken the lead. As soon as I said that, Richie Rogers scored, and now the Kings are taking the lead back.
This is the battle of the most respected coaches in my mind, and the coaches I respect the most. In
Well,
the league.
one
I
respected
respect
coach
him.
because the other respected coach is not present.
Exactly. The other coaches. Well, I respect McQuato too because I played with McQuato.
She's kind of unexpected that Cliff's not here, but then yet he has a child, and
Exactly.
Cliff was in the hospital with his child.
wow.
What's wrong with this child?
It was strep throat.
Oh, okay. Is it okay?
Oh yeah, she's okay.
Is she okay?
And
That's
plus,
good.
Mr. Williams had to attend a wake earlier or a funeral, so somebody he knows has passed on. So this has not been a good week for, or certainly not a good weekend for Mr. Clifford James Williams.
And this is not going to be a good weekend for the Sixers if they don't keep this lead and they lose, because tomorrow they're versus the Lakers. The Lake Show.
I was just about to ask who the Sixers play tomorrow. God, I'm a moron.
I'm thinking of 3 letters there,
I'm
Andy.
thinking of 3 letters.
Actually, I'm thinking of 5.
Oh, 5 letters.
I was just to say who the Sixers play. The Sixers play tomorrow.
FNLOT.
Oh God.
What's that mean?
FN?
Yeah.
You can figure it out.
Wow, I think we got that too. I think we got Glenn doing his little jig.
Oh, Lord.
Does he have Tourette's?
Who?
Glenn.
Well, where is he?
Did you just see what he did in front of the bench?
No, what did he do?
Leonard's back in the game. The only Sixer that's playing with heart today.
I want an encore
Only
presentation.
Sixer playing with
of that.
heart. Matt Emanuel should not take that three. Pass it to LaFosse.
LaFosse.
Oh! LaFosse.
Ken LaFosse. There you go.
LaFosse's getting big down there.
LaFosse for the Kings to get back in this game, I would suggest driving on him because he has 25 fouls this year, and he's gonna foul you.
But we are about 10 basketball minutes away from the Suda zone. When it's the last 2 minutes of regulation, Danny Suda just takes over. We are 10 minutes away from the Suda zone.
Yes, yes, sir.
Come on, let's do something. 3 minutes. Play your heart out. 3 minutes.
Philippe Bastien to Safia.
Leslie Philippe with a strong move.
I must say that's another little man with heart, and in the building is Josh Gomez. He is in the building.
And he's early.
And he's early. Can't make it to the practice, but he comes to the game.
He was sick. Leave him alone.
I'm not picking on him. I'm just observing. Ooh.
Oh.
That was a nice little play right there.
Court.
Ball's on the ground. Suda just tapped it in to Leslie Philippe. Leslie Philippe gave it to Gene Bastion for the easy two.
LaFosse, how'd he come down with that?
He needs to use the backboard. Richie's got a 2 pair.
Richie Rogers got 4 fouls, and Mike McQuaddle yelled out 2 pairs. Mike McQuaddle hadn't said anything all day except for a timeout, and yells out 2 pairs and points to Glenn Higgins.
You gotta love Mike McQuaddle.
Oh, Glenn Higgins is livid. And he's upset too.
Well, he should be. That wasn't a foul. I agree.
I got one thing to say to you. After this, you need to take some Dayquil and get better. Because I don't know how you're going to commentate with that. You're not on your A game today. It's not. Not your usual self. And it's kind of bothering me, you know? Like the enthusiastic.
Is he talking?
What do you think I'm doing?
I don't know. All I hear is noise.
Andy, I'll just pay attention with the camera.
I am paying attention with the camera, Mr. Oh, I can't do it. I screwed it up. It's not that hard. You watch the TV, you put the camera in the direction the ball is, and you move it slowly.
No, really?
Pretty easy. Then why can't you do it?
Because I don't like doing camera. I like to commentate.
I don't like doing camera either, but someone's got to do it.
Yeah, that's you, because you're the scrub.
I'm the scrub.
Yes, sir.
I've been doing this for 4 years.
You know, Beanie Amos told me about you Lakers just arguing all the time. You guys argue about everything. Matter of fact, let me try something. Joe Armstrong, Super Bowl. You pick a winner.
What?
Pick a winner, Super Bowl.
As much as I want the Steelers to win because of Jerome Bettis and he's such a great player, it's going to come down to the Seahawks.
So you're taking Seahawks?
Because they got such an potent offense. It's just amazing.
Andy Robinson, who do you got?
I'm not commenting on that.
Yeah, Andy
you know who I want.
Steelers. Andy Robinson is from the Keystone State, so any Pennsylvania team in anything, he's going to root for.
Except the Eagles. I hate the Eagles.
Ken LaFosse with the easy 2.
I got nothing but hate.
The Sixers are coming back in this game.
Now, what we missed while that tirade about the Super Bowl is Glenn Higgins doing in the dance, because they call it travel.
I'd rather not seen that.
Oh, you'll see it on the replay.
With the Suda's driving it. And that is, I think,
Less than a
so
minute
far
in
this game he only has 7
quarter.
points, as I check his stats. That's uncharacteristic.
What are the Sixers average in a game, Dustin? Oh,
Manuel, that was a nice pass. That was a good pass by Matty Manuel.
Did he give him a high five as he ran by? I think I saw him flash.
I felt like giving him a high five. That was a nice pass.
Man, clap your hands, stomp your feet.
What did the Sixers average in a game, Nestor? Or Joe, whoever has the stats?
What did the Sixers average? Was the Sixers average?
I believe I averaged 50 points.
Look up the court.
The Sixers are only averaging 56.7. No, 46.7 points a game. Yeah, I know.
46 sounds better. I think they're going to break that today. Unless the Kings have a really good defense in the fourth quarter, the Sixers will break that. Oh, right open.
That was a very bad shot. Just that one-hand throw-up. That's a bad shot,
It was
especially for this time.
No, Joe, let's get this right. It was a good shot, just bad technique on the
It was
shot.
a bad shot. Andy, you should have commented on shots because you probably had one of the worst shots ever. That's why you
No,
didn't
I
score.
don't.
Actually, no, you don't, but you just didn't score, so yeah, don't comment.
I didn't score because I never shot.
Yeah, because the coach didn't want to. The coach would
No,
have
I
killed
just
you.
never shot. I passed the ball. I knew my role.
You shooting,
Let's not argue, Joe. There's a
shooting
game
a
going
shot
on.
is like me shooting a three-pointer.
Anyways, at the end of the
Now
third
to a
quarter,
commentator on the game that we're actually
Thank
watching.
you.
The Kings 3 points better than the Sixers, 42-39. Everything's gone wild. Richie Rogers on the bench with 4 fouls. That's 2 pairs. Manuel had an outstanding third quarter. Kenny LaFosse finishing shots. The Sixers are stealing the ball. They're, if we can get it on the Kings huddle, look at Chris Rogers. He's looking like Chucky Rogers. He's getting ready to lose it. That dome is a glisten.
That is glistening. When it's under pressure, that dome is a glistening.
I wouldn't want to be in that Kings locker room if they lose.
Krista Vega's disgusted.
They're all disgusted.
I think it's beyond disgusting. He's livid.
They have no reason to be disgusted, though. The Kings are not playing a bad
The
game.
Kings are playing
The Kings are playing down to the level of the Sixers.
exactly.
You guys are giving the Kings too much credit. No, you're not giving the Sixers enough credit. The
Oh,
Sixers
no.
are playing ball.
I beg to differ with you. I said that this Sixers is a dangerous team. This Sixers is a very dangerous team. Hey, don't be quiet.
He's on the verge
Don't
of
be quiet.
He told him, that's enough of the flippage of your lip. It's like, I don't want to hear it. I know.
Finally, someone agrees with me about Andy not talking.
Joe, no one likes to hear
The
you.
Sixers, let's commentate on this game, please. The Sixers got a bounce in their step.
Yeah.
Then God will be rid of Joe after this game.
And the shot, that was quite a
That
shot.
was a beautiful shot.
He did a pro hop, he did another hop, he put it over his head and it went in.
Basket is good by Leslie Complete. Foul is on number 5. Josh McCown is 4th personal.
We have another 2 pairs.
Who's that on?
Josh McCown.
Good rebound by LaFosse.
Foster's like, that's my ball.
Watch the ball, Brian.
Sean Vaughn with the 3 and he
Go,
doesn't
Jimmy.
call a shot. Leslie gets that ball.
Hickey's, I thought Hickey was
Pass
going
down
to take.
low.
Oh,
Stuffs him.
Hickey should have taken that shot.
They're taking that even with his awkward shot.
There you go. Vaughn has to drive. That's what Vaughn should do. Drive. Lay off those threes. When he hit that 3-pointer a few minutes ago, that was completely accidental.
Vaughn was listening
Drive.
to you. Oh, he's got to be careful not to go backcourt.
The show is about to begin, I believe.
Now we got a
I
few
think
more
so.
minutes for the shooter show.
Matty Emanuel has 4 fouls. That's 2 pairs.
Yeah,
And
2 players or 2 pair for the Sixers.
McQuaddle's leaving him in there.
That was not a shooter shot. That was just rushed, forced. Kings do not want to lose this game. They don't want to lose to the Sixers.
Well, if they lose this game, they have the chance of getting into a tie for 4th place for the Sonics, for the Sonics win. So this game is very important for them to win. That was just a nice power. You used a lot
I
of
believe
power there.
so far, Suda has.
Oh,
9
another
points.
nice pass. Matt
Emanuel's down low. He was down low in the paint. It's nice to be unselfish, but sometimes you just got to turn around and jack it up yourself. He could have he had a better chance of just spinning around to his right and laying it off the plexi. Instead, that puts Vaughn to the line, and he ain't one of the premier free throw shooters in this league.
Well, let me check his stats. Let me see. He is. Sean Vaughn has a 42.9% free throw shooting percentage, and that will put him in He's number 7 on the worst 10.
We are 4 minutes away from the Suda zone.
There's something like the Twilight Zone.
The what? The Twilight Zone?
Is it like that?
Except it's all real.
It
It
is
is all real. Whereas the Twilight Zone is just a place between your mind and darkness, or whatever the promo is. I don't know.
Yes. Suda at the line. So far, this season he's number 2. He's at 22 for 32, which puts him at 68.8%.
Vaughn just had too much English on that. That was a very good rebound. And
Suda zone just began. Looks like they sub Rogers in.
Rashawn Vaughn. At my angle, I can't see his feet, so I don't know. The Jolly Roger. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Oh, did you hear 3 seconds? I heard 3 seconds.
I heard 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Coaches are livid. They are livid. They
Chris
have not
Rogers
liking
came over and expressed his
feelings.
his feelings of
His thoughts, his
disdain
thoughts.
against the men in the black and white striping. LaFosse squared up.
These coaches are on the verge of getting a T.
We are 1 minute and 50 seconds away from the Suda zone. And in fact, I think I'm going to get in position for the Suda zone anyway, because it's
Me
coming
too.
up
I
in
gotta
a
get
minute
position.
40 seconds.
So it's quite an amazing thing.
Beautiful shot by Richie Rogers. He got the hoop and the horn.
That's concluded by Richard Rogers. Foul is on number 22, Eric Ribeiro.
Eric Ribeiro has 4 fouls, has 2 pairs.
I haven't seen so many pairs in my life.
3-point game. Is that Leonard? What's that, Kevin Leonard?
Richie Rogers is trying not to foul out, so he didn't want to try to go for the block.
And the Sixers are puffing their chests out and
We are
getting
still
big.
1 minute and 17 ticks away from
like
the
they wanna win.
Suda zone.
Oh, and a stupid foul by Danny Suter.
You're inside a full red shot. You guys can't shoot it. We need the ball now. Get over
They
there.
hold on to the ball too long.
Man, with the 3, and he
He
makes
took
a 3.
He
drains
took an ill-advised shot, but banged it home. That was ill-advised. We are 56 seconds away from the Suda zone.
That wasn't his shot.
They got him for steps. They got him for steps.
Teams are pressing.
It's getting pretty hectic. Coach Higgins is irate right now. He is irate.
Mike McQuarrie's called a
McQuarrie's called
timeout.
a timeout.
He might even actually draw something.
Wow.
Matt Emanuel, ice water in his veins, an ill-advised 3-point shot, but he took it, he banged it, hit it like ice cream. And if you're on the other side, I mean, we're standing on the king side, and Coach Higgins is just sweating this out. He is just sweating this out. McQuarrie, he should be drawing up something. Right now, he's playing the role of a cheerleader. But who am I to say anything? The Sixers are up by 2.
This is the latest lead they've had all year. McQuado's doing something right.
And we are 51 ticks away from the Suda zone.
You've been saying because
let me tell you, the last 2 minutes of the game, you don't want the game close. Game close, the Kings are playing the last 2 minutes. I put my money on the Kings, the Suda zone. It hasn't failed yet.
Hawks. I hope so.
What's your record?
5-1.
Kings ball.
5 wins.
Kings ball.
We're number 1 in the league. I'm not kidding. The Hawks. I mean the Bullets. I'm sorry, the Bullets are number 2. The Hawks. The Kings.
What place are we in?
Fouls on the Sixers, number 15.
You make it tied for 4th though with this game.
I believe there goes the Sixers' chances of beating the Kings.
You'll be tied for 5th.
He certainly played one hell of a second half.
Yes, he did.
Certainly played one hell of a second half. But you know what though? The Kings still got to put the ball through the hole.
They gotta.
He's got to put, and you got Philippe at the line. I'm not sure what he's shooting, but I know he's not amongst the league elite.
He is. He is not. I believe he's one of the. He's in the top 10 worst. Him, Rogers, and Bastion. Jameer, he got
Good
that
rebound by
board.
Jameer.
Oh,
and
Ken.
he gets a strip butt naked clean. Stolen back. He's going to take a deep deuce. Oh! Got away with a violation. Got away with a violation.
Telling you, that Leonard boy is playing with so much heart that I don't know where he's getting it from. He's playing some man ball right now.
Kingsman double bonus. Well, they got the right player at the
And
line.
it's not time for suitor time yet, is it, Nesta?
It's 18 ticks away from the Suda zone, and look who's at the line right now.
It's double bonus.
Staminsky's basically that is in the game right now.
Yes. From 2 minutes
The
left in
ticket,
game, he
Demir.
gets really hot.
I see Philippe wasn't liking the way that
Why
Demir
aren't you
tossed him off
coaching?
the court.
That definitely was a violation. Well, no. No. He was the guy being subbed for.
Richie Rogers, the shot. Caleb
Fossey with the outside J.
This is something else.
Lord have mercy, that was totally unexpected.
Suitor time, it's suitor time.
We are officially in the Suda zone.
The Suda zone right now. And Richie Rogers.
3 seconds.
Richie Rogers, the shot. He's keeping the Kings in this game right now.
They only got a few more seconds. They in the cross.
Oh.
And that transition. He's gonna pop a cord.
McQuado's screaming. He's like, "Give me a stop, McQuado." McQuado is on his feet. He's going
What are
crazy.
the Sixers doing? The Sixers are fouling them, keeping them into this game.
It could be smart. They're fouling these bad free throw shooters.
If Ken LaFosse can hit an 18-foot jumper, then why can't this clown at the line? Why can't this kid at the line hit 2?
Because he's a clown.
There's one right there.
If Caleb Fossey can hit 18-footer, then that means I can just do about anything. Because that's just like. That's
If Kenny LaFosse's going to take an 18-footer.
I'm taking a 3-pointer tomorrow against him.
Leader.
From his face.
Just put a Band-Aid on it.
Matt Emanuel said that's not blood, that's tears of joy. I don't know anything about red tears, not on this planet.
Hey, you never know. When we talk about bleeding our team's colors, maybe it goes with crying our team's colors too.
Speaking of bleeding, Andy, if you can recall that time, we were versing, I believe, the Bullets, Now I was a bleeder, if you recall that time. But
1 minute and 17 ticks left to go in regulation. We are officially in the Suda zone. Glenn Higgins is anxious. He doesn't even care about the player being down. It's all about the kids. It's not about the game. That's the epitome of bad sportsmanship, in my opinion.
It's quite a game. And so the past few weeks, there's been some upsets. There's been some drama in this MNBL. Between the Hawks going 0-2 during the weekend, and now.
And this game has all the makings to possibly be in the game of the week.
I believe so.
Possibly be in the game of the week. I mean, unless it all just completely breaks down within the next 77 ticks of regulation.
Yes.
This could be game of the week.
Sure can. For all the Pistons right now, I'd be on my knees praying.
Ties it up. They're having a hot time. Oh, he saved it. No, he saved it. I saw it right here. He saved it. That's 5 seconds. They're going to get him for 5-second violation. 5-second violation. 5-second violation. McQuaddle or somebody should have called a timeout. They have none left. What are the timeout situations? Two. Oh, okay. So McQuaddle should have called a timeout. It's the Kings that have no timeouts.
Come on, move. Make that move.
Jump. Everything is going the Sixers' way right now.
It's quite amazing right now. Quite amazing.
48 ticks left to go in regulation. The timeout situation, just as I said, the Kings have none. The Sixers have both of them. Have 2 of the 3 left. We are 48 ticks away from a possible OT. If you're the Sixers, you play for the W.
Go to the hoop.
Take the charge.
That could be the game right there.
I think this is the game right here.
The Suda zone. That was not a flagrant. That was not a flagrant or intentional, as he clearly went for the ball. It was a hard foul, but it was not an intentional foul. And when they come down there and the game's on the line, you can't give them any love taps.
Exactly.
As long as you go for the ball, you go foul them hard. That was not flagrant. That was not intentional. The Kings coaches need to look at that playbook and the rule book.
That is an evil Andy foul. A hard foul going
I don't
for the
know who was
ball.
driving it before that. I think it was Suda driving it. Kevin Fossey clearly, no, Richie Rogers was
McQuaddle's
driving.
on his feet late in this game.
Well, Fossey clearly gave him two elbows to the back. That's dirty right there. You don't do
He
that.
got away with it.
He got away with it.
McQuaddle calls a timeout, and he has the board in his hand. He's going to drop the play. It only took him 35 minutes and 30 seconds, but he's going to drop a play.
Who knew we'd be this excited? Who knew?
A coach in this league who will remain nameless, but used to be the coach of the Sixers back in the day, would love to drop a play now.
Who might that be?
Can't say any names.
No names. Confidential. Strictly confidential.
That was his last time out? Last time out. No, I thought you said that they had 0 and these had 2. Yes. Okay, so they've used it up.
Thank you.
All right. 24 ticks away.
Foul the Kings. Do not foul. Just play good defense. That's all I would do. Foul the Kings right now.
They're not using the press.
Right there. No more. Pressure on the ball.
Right there.
Vaughn's going to take all 3 of these. Doesn't go.
No three.
Clinton with the three. With the three.
They fouled him at the line. They fouled him beyond the arc where everything is three. He's going to be shooting three of them. He was beyond the arc. Glenn Higgins, I was standing right there. He was beyond the arc. He's going to be shooting three of them.
Why are they fouling?
I'm thinking of three letters as L-O-T.
I'm thinking of foul letters.
But the thing is, though,
L-O-T.
he said the eyes of the league is watching him. They're trying to go for their first win. He's at the 10, at the line, and you know his butt cheeks are tight.
Oh, come on, Leonard.
Three.
Come on, make one of these.
He makes the last two. They still have a shot. They still have a shot in this. He makes one of them. He makes one.
Now, do you miss this and go for a fast put-up, or do you make and foul?
You got to go for the make. You go for the make. That's...
This might be it right here. And the commissioner is laying down the law right now. He was laying down the law.
Well, he is true.
He's right.
He is right. He's laying down the law.
It is true. I mean, he can't make a substitution unless he goes to
That's true.
He can't be yelling and think he's going to get it. I mean, the game's on the line. The game is on the line here. So one thing at a time. Action on the court takes precedent over all.
Oh, Suter can put this game away.
He's gonna make this shot. Nope, he missed. And the putback.
And that's the ball game, folks.
What a game!
That's the game right there. That's the game.
That was ball game. 67-62. The Kings 5-point better than the Sixers. And let me tell you something. The Kings just they escaped. They escaped with one. The Sixers were turning around. I think at the turning point, I think where the Sixers actually lost that game was down here about a minute left to go when it was a 5-second violation, and the Sixers still had 2 fouls to give. Had they called a foul to avoid that 5-second violation, because they were up by 2 at that point. So, yeah, it was.
I'm trying to get one of the coaches.
I don't know. They want to be. We can get Glenn Higgins over here. We'll get anybody over here because I'll ask the tough questions. Glenn Higgins, come over here right now. Okay, Joe. Let me take this. Glenn Higgins. The Kings have escaped, and I use the words escape with one.
You nailed that one on the head. We did escape. All intents and purposes, we should have lost this game. We did not play right. We didn't have our A game before the game started.
And there were some things on the floor, Coach Glenn, that you wasn't seeing. That was a 3-point shot because I was standing right here. He did save the ball right here.
I know he did.
You know, I mean, you know.
I know he saved it, but
Explain your actions. Explain your actions. That was clearly a 3.
It wasn't a 3.
It was clearly a 3.
I'll give him the inbound because I just tried to try something.
Hey.
I was in the heat of the moment.
If the Kings had lost this game, it would have been devastating.
Oh, it would have killed us. It would have dropped our hearts right out. But we're back in it. We're 5-2. Enough said. Win's a win.
Glenn Higgins, he's going back to the locker room. He knows his team probably shouldn't have won today. But anyways, we're not going to take credit from anybody. The Kings remain poised at the end. The last 2 minutes, which was the Suter zone, basically, he was quiet. He was quiet because they didn't give him the rock. They did not give him the ball. But you have to take your hats off to the Sixers. And if the Sixers had a won without Coach Clifford James Williams here, he'd have probably been fired. He'd have probably been gone. Good to see ya. Anything, Joe?
Nothing. I have nothing to say. It was just a great game. I'll give it to the Sixers too. They had it in it. But just once the Magic Man got fouled out, that's when they just lost all hope. Because in my thought, he was the player of the game. In my thought, because he kept the Sixers in.
Next game going to be the Pistons and Sonics today. And tomorrow's going to be Pistons and Sonics. Unprecedented in this MNBL. After 21 years, our teams going to play each other a whole weekend. And that is direct madness implications with the third game being the Lakers and the Kings. Lakers and the Hawks. For Andy Robinson, Joe Armstrong, I'm Nestor Dudley saying we'll be seeing you at the games.